this lesson we are going to learn about substitution and evaluation. Substitution is just a fancy way of saying that we are going to replace a number for a letter, and evaluation just means that we are going to use order of operations, also known as PEMDAS, in order to get the answer. So let's take a look at a couple examples. Okay, first example, 5x minus y to the second power, all to the second power, by the way, divided by 8. And we don't know what x and y are right off the bat, but if we look at this, it's like a word bank. Up at the top it says we're going to let x equal 6 and y equals 8. So basically all that's going to happen is I am just going to go back to my word bank and change out x with 6 and change out y with 8. So again, this went here and this went there. One thing to be very careful about when you are replacing letters that are directly next to numbers, you need to make sure that you squeeze multiplication in the middle, otherwise your answer won't come out correct. So now we're actually going to use order of operations in order to figure out what the answer is. So again, remember that's P, E, M, and D, and then A and S. Since we have parentheses, we're going to combine everything inside of our parentheses first. And since we got multiplication and subtraction, we'll start with multiplication. So 5 times 6 makes 30, and we'll bring down the minus 8. Along with everything else, we're not getting rid of the parentheses yet because we haven't officially combined everything inside. 30 minus 8 is 22. Now I can finally get rid of the parentheses and bring down the exponent and the division by 8. 22 to the second power . 22 to the second power is just 484, and then it looks like and then I will be dividing by 8, and if I were to finish this one up, the answer is 60.5. Now normally I won't give you guys decimal answers in class. That's an easy way to help you check and make sure that you have got the right thing, is that you shouldn't end up with any decimal answers. It's just this one as an example happened to. Okay, one more quick example. We're just going to reuse this word bank. We're still going to let x equal 6 and y be 8. So again, remember, every time I see an x, I'm just going to put 6 in its spot. Oop, don't forget multiplication there. And y is going to become 8. So now that I have sets of parentheses, I'm going to want to make sure that I combine everything inside of them first. We'll start with the one on the left, and then we'll work our way to the right. So inside the left set of parentheses, there's exponent, subtraction, multiplication, and addition. I'm going to do the exponent first because that's our next step in order of operations. 6 to the second power is 36, so I'll just bring that down along with everything else. Again, don't get rid of your parentheses just yet. Next on the list is multiplication or division. I've got multiplication, so 5 times 6 is 30. Everything else comes down. Then I have subtraction and addition. Remember, when we see both addition and subtraction in the same problem, we work it from left to right. So that means I'm going to do 36 minus 30, and then I will add 4. So 36 minus 30 is going to be 6, but then when I add 4, that will give me 10. I can finally get rid of the parentheses, but I still need to bring the other set down for right now. We'll skip to those next. 8 minus 3 is 5. I can bring down the 10 divide, and finally 10 divided by 5 is 2. Okay, one more quick example with a different word bank. This time A is 2, B is 3, and C is 4. So again, we are going to change things out. A is 2, C is 4, B is 3. But before I get too far into things, don't forget we had numbers and letters stuck together with no signs in the middle, so that means that I need multiplication, multiplication, multiplication. Okay, so next step is the exponent. And the only thing that we're going to put the exponent on is this 4. The reason that the 4 is the only thing that's getting the exponent is because that exponent of a 2 is only touching the 4 directly. It is not touching anything else. So I'm going to do 4 to the second power, which is 16. And then I'll bring down everything else. Next step would be multiplication. We got lots of it, so we're going to work from left to right. 2 times 2 times 16. So 2 times 2 is 4. And 4 times 16 is 64. I'll jump over to do 5 times 3, which is 30. Excuse me. Never mind. I'll jump over to do 5 times 3, which is 15. And then finally, 64 minus 15 is 49. Final answer. There's just a quick review of what it looks like to substitute numbers when combined with order of operations. Thanks for watching.